Warning, the following car hater review is totally biased and meant to piss you the fuck off. There is strong language and no political correctness spoken here. If you can't handle the truth, go fuck yourself and go view the other 99% of the copycat car video reviewers out there.
Alright, auto air builder, car hater, all that shit rolled into one. You know what, I'm gonna do the video under here because you know what? At least it's cool. Wow, this car got dirty. I probably put over 1,000 kilometers on this thing. My wife made me take a stupid trip for like 10 hours in this fucking little car. Oh my god. It was a killer down here in Mexico. Anyway, yeah, I'll go through it real quick. This is a 16. It's got the shitty Beats audio system in it. Nothing special. No. Here's a Mercedes junk. But not that many of them down here, and I would think so. I think they make these shitty cars down here in Mexico. Yeah, car's a little dirty. But it's got fake leather seats, you know, with a little material in the middle, and that's fine, you know. Basically hockey pucks for headrest. It really does. Nav, all that stuff. Has the 5-speed transmission. It really could use a 6-speed. Also has a charger up in there. Has the auxiliary down there, so you can basically utilize the, you know, radio. But I don't know. Wow, it really got a lot of bugs on it. It's terrible. Has a full moonroof up on the top. I guess this would be considered a sport in our country, in the U.S. And it does have the nav. You'll see me. I have a video of me driving this thing up next. But I don't know. It's all right. You know, compared to these other cars that they had at Hertz, this was, believe it or not, an upgrade. They had the Chevys, all those little shitty Sparks and Korean cars that they sell. So I kind of went with this. You know, plus it was manual, which is cool that they actually have manual rental cars. That's it. Signing off for Auto Air Builder and car haters on this 2016 Fiat 500 Sporting Edition. Here's the interior of this car. I mean, this car really has no balls. It's really a shame. It's just a 5-speed. It really could use a 6th gear. It's very underpowered. I mean, that's the problem with these like 1.0 liter vehicles. They just don't have the energy to get up and go that's necessary. And I think that's why this vehicle has a lot of issues too, because it's so underpowered that it's just lugging around all this weight. Yeah, it doesn't weigh too much, but you know, nevertheless. So this one is, of course, the newer version. It's got the color screen there, and also you have this disgusting Tomtom navigation. It is probably one of the worst I've used in quite some time. The screen is so small that you just can't see anything, and that's what the problem is. There's just no screen to be found, so it's very difficult to use, I have to say, and then it doesn't come up in the middle. This one I would say is a sport. I don't know, since this is a Mexican version. If I'm not mistaken too, I believe these things are made down here. Haven't really seen a lot of them here. Surprisingly, you would think maybe they would be. Yeah, watch it. The car just doesn't have any balls. Now, watch. If I put it to sport mode, everything changes over. But it doesn't really feel like it has any more power to it. Everything's in kilometers. So like 110 is the top speed over here, kilometers. This is 80. It's very odd driving over here too, because the speed will drop from 80 to 60 to 40 and then back up to 110 within like not even 100 yards. It's very odd the way they do things down here. But I have to say the laws are quite strict. They want you to wear seatbelts. They're very big on that. They have all these spike strips down here, or rather bumps in the road to slow you down. Everywhere you go, there's just like these speed bumps. It's really terrible on these cars, and they come up from nowhere. They're very big on keeping you slow. The most popular vehicles down here is Volkswagen. They're king down here. You know, they should really look at Volkswagen. Has no fucking clue what they're doing in the US. They really need to look at what to do for American buyers, because they have it locked in other countries, just not here. Also, these little shitty Chevys, the Korean Chevys, are super popular down. They're like right up there with Volkswagen. I mean, they own the market share, so they should really figure it out. You know, the interior, you know what's funny? Before I got the i3, I was going to
purchased one of these things outright, a 15 leftover for like 13 grand. That was back in May. You know, of course they still have leftovers, and these things just plummet in value. You know, it's like over 20 G's, and then it's like 13 grand. And that's the other problem. The residual value on this car is just disgusting. So I'm glad I didn't buy it, and I'm glad I ended up leasing that BMW. You know, as much as I hate BMWs, I don't know. This thing's got the Beats audio, all that stuff, but yet it's just, I don't know. It's just something about it. It's not bad to drive. It's just not something that I'd want to own or drive on a daily basis. You know, it's got the moonroof up top. There's a Toyota dealership. But anyway, this is a little car hater test drive, and take a look at the other stuff that I have available on Car Haters. More stuff actually on Fiat too.
Boat life is the paradise. 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 I can't explain it.
Follow Automotive Ad Builder on our social networking sites to keep up with the latest videos, reviews, autos for sale, and vehicle marketing solutions.
I can't explain it. 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 Boat life is the paradise. Boat life is the paradise. I can't explain it. Boat life is the paradise. Boat life is the paradise.